Hey everyone, I hope you're well. Today, I want to talk about yesterday's video where I kill a player, and a lot of people are pretty frustrated that I killed that player. And I tried to explain what happened, and it made people even more frustrated. Now, usually I wouldn't even bother to care to react about something like this, but I'm the kind of person that strongly feels like if people are just getting information wrong and then using that to sort of blame somebody, I feel like I have to explain things. I don't care about killing people in this game. You know, people can PvP, PvE. That's just part of the game. I have nothing wrong with those who want to only PvE, nothing wrong with those who want to PvP. But the thing that I just, like, it does frustrate me a little bit is if the truth is being twisted and not the whole picture is being shown, and then that is being used to stir up a little bit of hate, I just have to get the record straight. I have to. The same thing happened with my Blueprint video where I tried to show data for Blueprint, and I did a very bad job originally of showing the data. A lot of people got frustrated with that. So I was like, okay, I'm going to put my head down and get this right and show the truth in a more meaningful way. And now we all know where all the blueprints spawn because I really, really believe in just putting the truth out there and making the truth so abundantly clear. So when I see that people are getting a bit twisted about things that aren't really the true story, it does make me a little bit frustrated. So that's why I'm making this video, to explain exactly what happened and why I did it. I think people just misunderstood what happened. I want to explain my side of the story. Maybe we will see the picture a little bit differently, and that's okay, all right? Some people will still watch this and still feel like I did the wrong thing, and that's okay. I just want to explain what's happening. So, here's a comment. Oh, look, another Arc Raiders content creator mindlessly shooting at PvE players without realizing that they are the aggressor. Another comment. Sees a dude land in front of them and blows him away and gets shot at. This seems to be a PvP lobby. And then, dude, you shot first. And then, aggroing PvE players is for losers. Off to do not recommend me this channel. The amount of mental gymnastics in that second lobby clip is frankly enough to make me unsub. If you're just out to people to shoot them up, at least try to stand by it and don't justify it in voiceover as self-defense. I like to try and give people a chance to be friendly, always. If you watch my streams, you know I always try and give people the chance to be friendly. And if they don't, then I will kill them. I just will. That's the kind of player I am. And we all know there's PvP lobbies, there's mixed lobbies, and PvE lobbies. So first, I'm going to give you the context clues that I got, and I did try to include in the video, that kind of made me think that this is either a mixed lobby or a PvP lobby. The first thing that happened is, on the last game, I defended myself at an extract because somebody tried to kill me in what I thought was a friendly lobby. As I went into the next game, the second context clue happened. I saw a raider flare go off as I spawned in. Now, that could have just been someone dying to an arc, but it definitely made me wonder, perhaps this could be a mixed lobby. As I walked in towards the area to kill the Bastion for my video, I heard another raider flare go off, which was in about the same direction or area that the player that I met was. And then I walked along further and I saw a dead body. So at this point, I've got 4 context clues that seem to suggest that this is probably a mixed lobby. People are dying far more often than they would in a PvE lobby. There's dead bodies. I just killed somebody, right? That's got me on high alert. And that made me do what I did next. And I'll explain exactly what happened and why I did it. As I'm walking up to this area, the incident happened. I'm walking out. I've got my gun out because I'm dealing with Arc, right? I'm fighting Arc, and I'm also aware that people have been shooting here. I'm starting to hear shots above me in the head house area. It's a Venator. I started to think, okay, someone's in here with a Venator. There's people that have been dying. I should probably be careful here. There might be PvP players around. And now as I'm walking along, I suddenly accidentally bump into this other player. And he definitely accidentally bumped into me. Now, he probably looked at me and thought, oh, this guy's got his gun out. Now, he could have done one of two things in this situation. He could have pressed don't shoot. He could have flashed his flashlight. He could have used his voice. That's usually what I've experienced in PvE lobbies. If I walk up to a PvE player who wants to stay in PvE lobbies, his first reaction is always to flash his flashlight, to say don't shoot, do something to let me know that he's friendly. This guy here does none of those things. His first reaction, and by the way, I'm not aiming at him yet. I'm not shooting him. His first response to seeing me is to pull out his weapon. Now, I'm already on high alert, obviously because of all of the context clues I've got already. So as I'm, going to shoot him because he's pulling out his weapon, he then starts running behind me to try and get out of my aim whilst his weapon is being pulled out. At no point is he running away. At no point has he told me that he's friendly. He just pulled his weapon out on me. Now, admittedly, I also had my weapon drawn, so maybe he saw that and saw that as an act of an aggression, and he was responding to that with his gun. But either way, I wasn't really given much opportunity. Meanwhile, whilst this moment happened, I was still hearing the Venator shots up above. So if I took any damage from this guy, it was very clear to me that I was probably going to get third-partied. And in fact, as I'm shooting this player, you can see that I'm taking damage from the Venator player from above. Doesn't matter. I would have got a shot anyway, right? I was in a high-danger situation. This was already very clear to me, a PvP lobby, which a lot of people just didn't seem to see, right? Now, as I had just killed this player, I then go into this area. I hear a zip line coming down. I know that's the Venator player who's just shot me. He's coming down to try and third-party the fight. So I respond and kill the Venator player because he was there to try and kill me. Now, as this is going on, I hear a car alarm go off. On the car alarm then. That's another clue that someone else down the way is coming to see what this is all about. A lot of people are saying that, oh, this is a situation where these PvE players are just trying to help each other out and kill the bad guy, right? That happens on Stella Montes. A lot of people team up to kill the bad guy. I get it. But that guy was trying to be sneaky. He was holding the angle with an anvil, aiming at me the whole time. I'm in this situation already. This guy clearly wants to kill me. I go out in the open. I position myself to kill him because it's very clear he's made his intentions clear to me already. I'm getting all of the context clues in the world that I'm in a PvP lobby. I'm responding to the information that I've got in front of me. At no point did I ever feel like I was shooting a player that was just trying to PvE. I've played this game for hundreds of hours, right? I've been in PvE lobbies. I've been in PvP lobbies. I've been in mixed lobbies. I've seen the behavior of players. And at no point in my mind did I go, that's a PvE player. So when I posted my video, I was quite surprised at what people were saying. So that's why I made this video. I think a lot of people were getting frustrated, thinking that I was just running around killing people in a PvE lobby. And that made me frustrated because I don't want to do that. I want to make fun content. If I'm doing a PvP challenge, I want to be in PvP lobbies because it's more interesting. It's more entertaining for you to watch. It's more entertaining for me to play. I don't enjoy going around shooting people who aren't shooting me back. So seeing all these comments did just make me feel like I just have to explain what I saw through my eyes. This looked like a PvP lobby. The players that I interacted with wanted to kill me. The last two, definitely. They were there to kill people. The first guy, it's hard to say. I think we both awkwardly bumped into each other and we both responded in a way that just ended up with one of us dying. We could have both said, don't shoot, or flashed our flashlights, and it could have gone better. I think it's a difficult thing to navigate in Arc Raiders as a content creator, that I want to do both PvP and PvE content. And I also want to respect people who only want to PvE. I think that's one of the reasons why I found it so frustrating, because if you've watched any of my live streams or past videos, I never want to kill people that are PvEing. I feel terrible doing that, So to see people get frustrated that I'm mowing down innocent players, when in my mind I'm not doing that, and I would never want to do that, makes me frustrated. So anyway, this is what I saw. I just wanted to share it with you, and I'll try to make sure that I'm in the right lobbies before I try to make the kind of content that I am. I think it's difficult. I wish that there was a better way to try and manage that situation. I'm trying to run two accounts, a PvP account and a PvE account, but it's hard to get, I don't have Volcano blueprints and Tempest blueprints on my PvP account, so I have to go on my PvE account and go run trios for a few runs and make sure I'm in PvP lobbies, and then I can do my PvP content. And then I'll usually run around Stella Montes and let people kill me for 10 games in a row and then do my PvE content. That's how I've been managing it, and I will continue to do that and try to make sure I'm in the right lobbies, because I don't want to make boring content where I'm killing people that don't deserve to be killed. It's not fun. Anyway, I'll leave it there. I'm just rambling now. Thank you for watching, and I just wanted to explain how I felt. Cheerio.